What are you guys doing there?
Bruh.
Oh, you want my top 10 Netflix shows, huh?
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Coming right up. What's up, guys? It's your boy Los, and I am back with another vlog. On this episode here, I am going to go over my top 10 Netflix shows. Now, don't crucify me at the end of this video because your show wasn't on my list. There are, when I was going over the notes for this video, I'm not kidding you, I came up with like 30, 35 shows. So I may have to make other top 10 videos if you guys like this video. So if I see that the response is good and you guys are feeling my top 10, then maybe I'll hit you with my other top 10. So in the meantime, sit back, grab your popcorn, and let's go over my top 10 Netflix shows. All right, guys. So number 10 on my list is an OG show on Netflix. Number 10 is... drum roll. Orange is the New Black.
Bruh.
Orange is the New Black is probably one of the first shows that my wife and I actually started watching on Netflix. It's one of those shows that you can sit on the couch or lay in bed and watch it with Boo all day long and just binge. Orange is the New Black is about 7 seasons, and it's based on a book by Piper Kierman, who actually spent a year in prison, and she wrote a book about it. So some producers picked it up and created the show Orange is the New Black. So it's basically about Piper, who's going to jail, and she has to adjust to life in jail, not being with her boyfriend, all this crazy stuff. And you just meet the craziest characters on this show. They tackle modern day topics, racism, classism, like the whole nine. It's a drama, but it's also pretty funny. So check out Orange is the New Black, number 10 on my list. All right, guys, number 9 on my list is, drumroll, Wentworth. Now, Wentworth is another TV show based in a women's prison. Now, before you say, Los, you got some kind of fetish for women in prison? I don't. I just like good TV, and Wentworth is good TV, okay? It's based in Australia, and it follows main character B. Smith, who was actually arrested for the attempted murder of her abusive husband. Like, she shouldn't even be in prison, but she ends up in prison. And, most of the first season is her waiting to be sentenced. And then she's sentenced, and it's just her dealing with the struggles of a new life in prison, being tested by other women that are tough. They want to slice her up. So it's about her, going through these motions. I believe Wentworth is going on season number 4. It's a really, really cool show with really, really cool characters, and this is another Bay-worthy TV show. Sit down with Bay on the couch and just binge. I promise you, you will not be disappointed by Wentworth. Number 9, Wentworth. All right, guys, number 8. Number 8 on my list is the show You. Yes, the show is called You, and this show is so creepy. This guy, Joe Goldberg, who is the main character of this show, is so creepy, but you can't stop watching. My wife actually put me onto this show, and we ended up binge watching season 1 and also season 2. Phenomenal show. Joe Goldberg is he's a bookstore clerk who ends up running into Guinevere Beck. And he kind of falls in love with her at first sight, and he does like different things to manipulate his way into her life via social media and stuff like that. And once he makes it into her life, He will do whatever it takes to keep her happy and in love with him. And when I say Joe will do whatever it takes, he will do whatever it takes. He is an absolute nut job, but the show is so well written. It's so cool. It's dark. It's, you know, kind of reminds me of Dexter a little bit. If you're a Dexter fan, you are definitely going to like You. So number 8 on my list is You. Okay, guys, number 7 on my list is Lost in Space. Lost in Space. And this show, actually a buddy of mine, shout out to Patty, put me onto this show. Lost in Space is basically a reboot of the same show that was originally filmed in 1965. So Lost in Space follows the Robinson family. Something's going on with Earth, and everybody has to evacuate Earth, but only certain people can evacuate first. And the Robinson family, they're all, you know, very intelligent group of people. So they get selected to leave Earth and travel to this new planet. But on the way traveling to the new planet, they get separated from the colony, and there's a ton of drama.
I see.
It's really, really good. And the best part of this is it's a family show. So I can sit down and watch this with the wife and the kids. Lost in Space, number 7, really good. Especially if you're looking for family shows and something you can watch with the family, check it out. Lost in Space, number 7. Okay, guys, number 6 on my list, drum roll, Top Boy. Top Boy is number 6 on my list, guys. And this show is so dope. It's so cool. Shot over in the UK. And the beginning starts with a character, Ron Neal, who's a young kid, maybe about 13, 14, 15-ish, whose mother is in the hospital. So he's sort of set to fend for himself. And a neighbor is supposed to be looking out for him, but instead she enlists him to help her grow weed, and they start selling weed. And, you know, eventually his best friend, Jim, starts selling drugs for the local drug dealers, Duchesne and Sully. And it's just drama, action-packed drama from then on out. Duchesne and Sully are really grimy drug dealers. But you can't help but fall in love with their characters and track them and want more and more. Top Boy actually was filmed back in the early 2010, maybe 2013, for 2 seasons. And then the show was done. And actually Drake was a huge fan of the show, picked it up. He's a producer. And they picked up basically right where season 2 left off. So if you're into shows like The Wire, Top Boy, believe me, Top Boy is a show you are going to want to watch. Especially the 3rd season when they bring it back. It is just amazing. And you know, UK actors, in my opinion, are just some of the best actors. So you can't go wrong. If you're into grimy, you know, dramas, drug dealers, violence, stuff like that, Top Boy, good old American TV, then Top Boy is for you. Top Boy, number 6 on my list. Okay, guys, we are halfway there.
Thank you,
Number
Jesus.
5 on my list is Messiah. Yes, Messiah. Messiah just dropped recently on Netflix too. And it's basically about a guy who returns and doesn't really say he's the Messiah, but he does things that make you believe he's the Messiah. And he doesn't deny being the Messiah either. Man, this show, especially if you're a religious person, and you know, you're gonna love this show. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be offended. I don't know. But I love the show. And listen, I'm a church-going guy. I'm in church every Sunday. I love the Lord. But this show was very intriguing. And it asked the question, you know, what if Jesus returned today and, you know, live with the people? And that's what this show is about. And it's really cool because the character who plays the Messiah, the FBI immediately they're side eyeing this guy, and they're like, this guy's a phony, he's a clown. So they start to investigate him. So behind that investigation comes a lot of drama. So Messiah, definitely check it out. It is just one season. I do hope they bring it back because it kind of ended with a cliffhanger, and put some thoughts in your mind. So number 5, Messiah. Okay, guys. Number 4. I need that drum roll again because this show is just that good. Number 4 on my list is The Blacklist. The Blacklist. It's still running. I think it's on season 8 or 9. I'm not sure, but it's that good. When a show runs that long, it's got to be good. It's that good. The Blacklist is about a character named Red Reddington, who is one of my favorite all-time TV characters. And Red Reddington is a bad dude. He's like number 1 most wanted in the entire world. Then one day he suddenly turns himself over to the FBI, and he's like, hey, I'm going to help you guys catch all of the most notorious criminals throughout the globe. I have them all on this blacklist, but I'll only do it if you let me work with this particular agent. And her name was, or is, Elizabeth Keene. So, there's a lot that goes on between Red Reddington and Elizabeth Keene. There's some history there, but it's such a well-written show, and Red Reddington is just such a smart character. You can't help but fall in love with him. Really awesome show. Great drama, great action. If you're into that stuff, you're gonna love The Blacklist. Number 4. Okay, guys, number 3. We are here at the top 3. I can't believe we got here so fast, guys. Number 3 on my list. Drum roll, please. All right, number 3 on my list, Altered Carbon. Yes, Altered Carbon is another OG Netflix show that is completely off the chain. If you're into sci-fi and you're into action, you are going to be into Altered Carbon. So Altered Carbon is based in the future. I think it's like the year 2384. And what happens is basically your memories and your consciousness is transferred to a disc called a stack, and they keep it in the back of your neck. So let's say your body dies, they can transfer your stack to another body and it'll be you. So the main character in this show, Takashi Kovacs, is an envoy soldier, and the envoys are basically against the people that created the stacks. They don't believe in it. So they're against that. So he's the last surviving envoy, and 300 years after the envoys are destroyed, they bring him back. A wealthy billionaire is basically murdered, and his stack is transferred to another body, but he wants to know, hey, who murked me? Who murdered me? So he brings Takashi Kovacs back 300 years later to solve the crime. And Altered Carbon is just an amazing show. Aesthetically, I mean, just, the set design, the graphics. I mean, this is the future, and this is really the future. So if you're into science fiction, you're into action, then you better check out Altered Carbon. Okay, guys. Number 2 on my list, numero 2 on my list is, of course, La Casa de Papel, aka Money Heist. Now, I can only give you guys a little bit about this show because this is a spoiler-free show. So I don't want to ruin anything for you guys, but I'm going to give you guys just enough to hopefully get you hooked so you can binge watch this amazing show. Now, La Casa de Papel, or The Money Heist, is about a man who's called the Professor, who basically enlists 8 people to help him rob the Bank of Madrid. And, you know, the first season kind of goes where they're stuck in the bank and they're robbing the bank. So the entire season kind of goes through what's happening in the bank. Guys, the show is absolutely off the chain. If you're into well-written shows that are smart, funny, and also action-packed with great characters, I mean, there are 9, maybe 10 main characters, and they all have a story, right? It's one of those shows where everybody has a story. This show will get you hooked. It's actually filmed in Spanish, but dubbed over in English. Just an amazing show. I mean, you can go Twitter, Facebook, anywhere, and just punch in the Money Heist, and you're gonna see the rave reviews. So stop this, turn on the Money Heist. You won't regret it, guys. Last but not least, guys, number 1 on my top 10 Netflix shows to watch. Can you guess? I'm gonna give you a second to guess.
Oh, come on, man.
Drum roll, please. Number 1 on my list is, of course, Ozark. Good old Marty Byrde. This show follows the life of Marty Byrde and his family. Marty Byrde, it starts off with him basically laundering money for the Mexican cartel, he and his partner. His partner decides to get a little greedy, and the Mexican cartel finds out, and they come to town and pay them a visit. Marty ends up saving his own life by convincing the drug lord to give him a chance, because 1, he wasn't the one that stole the money, and 2, there's an opportunity in this city in Missouri called Ozark where I can wash millions and millions and millions of dollars. So it's just like this hot mess of a show where Marty just issue after issue, problem after problem, drama after drama. If you are into shows that are high drama, I mean, you know, I started binge watching this show right around when, you know, COVID hit really hard and things were starting to shut down, and it was a really terrible time. And I watched Ozark, and I gotta tell you, I didn't feel so bad for myself. Marty's life is a hot mess. Ozark is such a well-written show. Jason Bateman not only stars and is the main character, but he also directs many of the episodes. So if you're into good drama, well-written shows with some really good actors, then Ozark is the show for you at number 1. Listen, guys, I hope you enjoyed my top 10. I enjoyed filming this for you guys. I enjoyed sharing my opinion. And at the end of the day, they're just my opinion. But do me a favor, if you like this video, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and, you know, just get ready. Also, comment below if I didn't mention any of your top shows. Give me the list. Maybe I've seen them, maybe I haven't. And if I haven't seen them, when I have time, I'll watch them, and maybe I'll do another review shortly. Listen, I love you guys so much, my kings and queens. You guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Living with Los. Peace out, guys.
Vai, vai, yeah. Vai.